Hello and welcome to the Agro Riches podcast with me, Nanamo for you are ancient. Yes, it's yet another day. If this is your first time tuning in and you are watching us on YouTube, kindly subscribe to our channel and share it. Share the link. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the Agro Riches podcast is on. If you are watching us on Facebook, kindly share, like and comment as well. So yes, today is another day and we'll be having a very interesting conversation, and I have two handsome guests with me. I'll be doing that discussion with on a very interesting topic. Do you think agriculture should be made a core subject in our secondary schools? I mean in our second cycle schools. That's what we'll be discussing today. So we'll be going for a quick break. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Welcome to the TIA's office. Come on in and let's embark on an exciting journey together. We are excited to develop the West African Sub-Regions Agriculture Sector with three key amazing services: the financial support, technical support, and offtake support. Join us as we showcase our diverse teams, share our values of network, and give you a sneak peek into the exciting projects we are working on.
If you just tuned in, this is the Agro Riches podcast with me, Nanamo for you are ancient, and can call me Amanana Bibini, and
I find it as a privilege to be here.
Great. Thank you so much, guys, for taking time off your busy schedules. So let's get right into it. So, what do you guys think about the state of our educational system right now? What would you say about it? Starting from Peter.
The Ghanaian education system. Well,
particularly the second cycle at senior high schools.
We are not there anymore. For myself, I'm not there anymore. So it's hard, sometimes if you're not there to experience it. Your opinion on the outside is quite different from the students who are now experiencing it. But the system is on and off. Now, even outside the schools, you find it difficult to even regulate when some are going to school and when some are still in school. Often it depends on the kind of the particular school that a people or a student is attending. Now, some may be on vacations while others are going to school. So
yeah, the double chances.
For us outside here, it's kind of like a whole confusing state.
But don't you miss it though? Don't you miss your days in secondary school?
Oh, that one day, Charlie, for sure.
Mama story back. What's one memorable moment for you that you remember in secondary school? I know you went to Lamboni. You were there.
one memorable one. I'm not gonna say some.
Your people will choke you if you don't say the memorable one. They are watching.
Oh, for me, okay.
Yeah.
When he said one that came in mind is when we lost our president, the sitting president at that time when I was in senior high school. That's the late Atam Mills. Yeah. Yes, I remember when I heard the news. I was a dino prophet. Nobody in the school wanted to eat again. Everybody was sad at that time. I was sitting in front of the assembly hall, just right opposite the dining hall. So nobody felt like eating
And
again.
you felt bad about that.
We felt sad actually, like not bad, but sad. Like the guy was calm. He was like a humble man.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Apart from the entertainment side, this is what I'll share to everybody. The entertainment side, maybe Charlie, somebody will come and call me and say something. So please, I beg you.
You keep it there. Okay. What do you have to say about the state of our second cycle schools currently?
Well, as my senior said here, I was second what he said. Currently the government is running a free education system for senior high schools, and then it's been quite problematic. I think the country wasn't ready, as in resource-wise, and even the capacity, as in infrastructure-wise, to accommodate all the students coming in. So it created a problem.
A lot of issues.
Yes, a lot of issues. I know that I know that even currently, as we speak now, there are some schools that are even asking parents in the PTA to even give funds so that they prepare food and all that.
Yeah, I believe some schools are actually paying for staff, and parents haven't come out to complain yet because it concerns the well-being of their children.
Yes.
And they're like, if I have to pay something small for my kids to be comfortable, then I'm going to do it.
Yes.
But I believe over the years, how long has it been? The first batch who got to experience free SHS are now in university level 200 and 100, I presume.
Yes, exactly.
So I believe now things are a bit better. They've found other
You see.
So
We broke
So,
the education system around 2012, 2011, thereabouts. Not just about even the free SHS system.
It was the 4 year.
The 4 years, 3 years thing. That's when everything started. Everything got messed up.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but with the current economy of the country, I don't know if anything can be done about it.
Even with the 4 year system, even teachers didn't even have enough time to teach us all the syllables. I won't say teachers, maybe because I wasn't in school then, but the people I know who were in school then, the teachers didn't even have time to teach everything.
Yeah, left to your fate.
So you are part of the free SHS thing. So
the 3 year, not a free SHS, but
okay. I was part of the 4 year system. Like on my turn, that's when they ended the 4 year system. When we went to school, Form 1, we had to even buy plastic chairs to take to school. Like, you're talking about Laboni Senior High School. That is the neatest, most prestigious senior high school in the whole West Africa.
Questionable.
It's not questionable. It's not my opinion. No, listen, I'm sorry for other schools, but Laboni is the only senior high school in an estate, well-developed estate.
I highly disagree.
Okay, you it's okay.
You're secondary, right?
Yes, I'm secondary.
Yeah, what secondary school did you go to?
St. John's Grammar.
That's nice.
That's even opposite to that Chimotamo.
So what? We are Labon.
So he's trying to show you the
levels.
Yeah.
Chimotamo, when did Chimotamo come into existence?
SJ Grammar, what's your motto?
You see what we are talking about? Come on.
You
forgot it.
Yeah, I forgot it because in school I wasn't that like.
You didn't really like the school in the beginning.
I liked the school, but I wasn't following those stuff. Nah. I just passed through. To be honest with everybody, I just passed through.
You don't remember anything.
I don't remember anything.
Then we shout out my secondary school people. No Nisi Optima, only the best. Period.
You can't put me on the spot, I can't. I can't be saying my anthems here. Even the national anthem.
Okay.
The national anthem.
But let's make this clear to people that we are not against the free SHS policy.
Yeah. And it has actually helped a lot of people.
And yes, the policy is a good policy.
Yeah.
Just that there were issues with the implementation, which I think
getting better.
Yes.
Yeah. Any memorable moments? Yeah, memorable moments in secondary school.
So I was that kind of notorious guy, but a good student. I did science.
Imagine that.
Yes. So my teachers see me dressed all, short.
Unprescribed.
Yes,
from head to
unprescribed.
toe.
That's the word. Unprescribed. my shorts is above my knee with
and
a big
it's
top.
skinny,
Yes.
jogging.
So one of my memorable moments is I think this teacher is called Mr. Agbasa. Anytime he sees me, he makes sure he casts my shorts, and then I'll just scale the wall,
And
sew it, and come back again. So he did it like 3 times, and he just forgot about me. Like, because the more I sew it, the more it becomes smaller.
Yeah. So right now, looking.
So it was like, oh, you. But I think I was actually pardoned because I was a good student. I was always in the first 10.
Oh,
And
are
my
you the
mates-
one
yes.
blowing you?
Yeah.
Know, if you are not telling the truth,
Yeah,
people will come.
my
for
mates
you.
will come and attest to it. I
Great.
think one time when the whole school actually got to know that I was a good student it was a reopening, and every reopening, I think from 2.
Sorry to cut you. Let me ask you this: what was your Nikki in school? All notorious guys have a Nikki.
With Khalifa.
West Khalifa, indeed. Indeed.
Yeah,
okay,
West
West
Khalifa.
Khalifa.
So
Is it the
Okay,
haircut?
West Khalifa.
yeah, with the haircut. It was
What
one
was
senior.
yours
One
in
senior
school,
saw me and was
Peter?
like,
Oh, I didn't have a Nikki.
I believe you were those
Right.
SU boring guys in school.
SU guys are not boring. Like, okay,
Yeah, true.
for senior school, it was spiritual.
Highly
We started
spiritual.
some groups, but I didn't get to be an SU executive or anything like that.
Dining hall perfect.
Yes.
Bona.
Oh no, dining hall was by appointment. I never stood for election.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I was so good that they saw some good qualities in me. Yeah.
They said
That's
that he
interesting.
liked food.
I don't
How
like,
about
I
you?
didn't
Did
like
you have
food.
any entertainment?
yes, entertainment perfect.
Science student
Yes.
entertainment for
Yes.
the irony.
Yeah, entertainment perfect.
That's
And you're a good student.
Yes.
Okay.
have
Okay.
I was even going to share moments where when the host got to know that this guy
yeah.
stubborn, but like he's good. It was a reopening, and every reopening we do opening ceremony, and then they were awarding the first 10 of every class. So they called each class, and then the first 10 will come and greet the teachers, the headmaster and stuff.
High table.
Exactly. So they mentioned my name, but people didn't really know my real name.
Because yeah, I was caliber.
Yes. So I actually waited for everybody to go, and I went last.
I know SHS used to
And
do such
it was
things.
crazy. It was crazy.
The
People were like,
fans.
this guy, book like this. Hey, this guy. I was hearing it, but like,
I can't.
I couldn't even walk straight.
Really.
Yeah,
Okay.
But you were proud, right?
Within me, I couldn't even walk straight, but I knew I was walking normal. But you know that feeling when
Yeah.
you feel like everybody's all eyes
eyes
on
are
you,
on
and
you.
then you can't really walk well. But like, it was interesting.
I
I hope one of my
people will
mates
come and talk.
comments or
Yeah.
even watches it after or something.
I can imagine. I know we are not in SHS anymore, but what do you have to say about the current curriculum? I heard some news that soon they would cancel WASI. Yeah, by 2023 they wrote it. I don't know when that will take effect, but then there were some talks that government wants in other countries, high school, when you graduate high school, you get a diploma. So with that diploma, people go to university for 2 years for a diploma.
Yes.
So the WASI will give you that diploma, and instead of writing WASI, the WAEC exams, you actually write entrance exam to the university you want to go to. What do you guys think about that initiative? I think it's a good idea, though. What would you think?
Well, I think it's quite dicey.
How so?
It depends on how the curriculum will be adjusted to, or the changes that will be made, because finishing SHS, I don't think you have the requisite skills to even go into the job market or something closer to that. So I'm thinking of which kind of curriculum are they going to introduce to make that possible.
Yeah, so there's a new curriculum. I saw one that makes SHS from SHS down to primary as basic school. So you have basic 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 8 to 9 will be GES, and then you have 12 to 13 being SHS or something. Something like that. So something like that. Yeah, when I was checking, right now they started from the basic school system. They've changed certain things in the curriculum. Now they are learning something called Award Our People, or instead of social studies and citizenship, it's now Our World, Our People. and you have other new yeah. It's a fusion of social studies, citizenship, and RME, our world, our people. So
the people making these policies, we're not saying it's bad, but change will definitely come one day, and if it's now, it's okay. But those who are making these policies, even their children, number one, are even done with the basic school education or senior high school education. Plus, they're not even in Ghana as well. Yeah. And we young people like us from the tertiary, you graduate tertiary, your minds don't even go back to senior high school. What is happening to the people who are coming out from there?
Unless you have a relative in there, then you're concerned.
Yeah. With the new change, yes, I know it's going to be hard for Ghanaians to soak in, if only it's going to happen. But it's going to be quite confusing. But I don't know. For me,
I think it's a good initiative, and I think it's to also prepare them for the job market, because other countries like the US, they have the diploma. Yeah. So if he or a child from the US is done with high school and comes to Ghana, they have a diploma. So if you have a diploma certificate from university, you guys hold a diploma.
If it's about the certificate system, you also have a WASI certificate. Some people employ the qualification is WASI.
Aside the West African community, WASI doesn't go far. But if they are to actually implement this diploma system, it's going to propel our young people for the job market, because you hold a diploma. With a diploma, you could get you could get employed somewhere else. I believe it would come with some subjects or something that would make it a more substantial certificate.
Even so, if it's about the certificate, in my opinion, right now, people with diploma, 1 degree, people with degree, 1 master's from there, PhD, doctor. So if you're talking about your diploma, now nobody even wants to just get a diploma.
It will propel those with a diploma certificate too.
No, that means Ghanaians are just going to be proud that I have a diploma, then I will not even further again.
Oh no.
Yes, we are Ghanaians. Trust me. Oh, come on. It's the truth. Now people finish senior high school and they go to vocational studies.
Yes.
1 year, 2 years, they get themselves as entrepreneurs, or they call themselves self-employed. Well, they are self-employed people, not even entrepreneurs. So they do something vocational and they think they're okay with their WASI certificates.
But ideally, right now with our unemployment system in the country, unemployment issue, it's a good thing to have such a certificate. And you were mentioning the vocational training too. Even our government has actually encouraged us to be more entrepreneurial and enter entrepreneuring, like venture into the entrepreneurship space, because right now there are no white-collar jobs. So if you don't use the knowledge acquired in school to start something for yourself, you may be home for years. I have colleagues who are home unemployed, and it has propelled them to start something. Now you don't really see people post funny statuses anymore, because obia the status need your business. Why your business and how are you going to eat? So for that, I think it's actually a good initiative. And right now, with the university system, there are lots of kids in the university with side hustles. They are selling something, eggs, they are selling dresses, they are selling this. So the unemployment system has actually rekindled. Rebecca say a Kenya some. It has Kenya, so it has rekindled this entrepreneurship spirit in people, and right now it's actually the way forward. Yeah. So now to our staff, what do you have to see? Okay, so do you believe that the second cycle school, that's the SHS, prepares children to like it propels them towards their dream occupations, or it prepares them for their future careers? Do you think so? Because when you get to SHS, you branch. If you want to be a journalist like myself or something, or general arts.
Yes.
If you're a serious student, you know book science, doctor, scientist.
Yes.
If your math is good, business.
Yes.
Yeah. If you know how to cook, home economics. They used to say, "Oh, mama, home economics," but that's so not true. These are the many myths associated with such things. Yeah. And if you're a good artist and you know how to draw, you're a very good creative arts person in primary. Visual arts is your portion.
you know,
What course did you do in SHS?
I did visual arts. I did
Okay,
visual arts.
great. So I believe you're a good artist. You draw and stuff.
Oh yeah, kinda.
Okay.
With your question,
Yes.
with your question, I saw a video on TikTok. I think Tias Group, the TikTok video that they did asking the people what they studied and what they are now.
Yeah.
And some people said they did science and now they're
Agric.
graphic designers.
I agree.
They're agriculture, they're graphic designers. They did the general arts and they're journalists. So from that alone, you can see that what you study in the senior high school,
That's
out
not
of there,
automatic.
it doesn't automatically, it doesn't make you like become what you study, right? You don't further it again. Some people change direction. Sometimes even if they go ahead to study the similar thing in the university or something related to that
Yeah.
in the university, but afterwards the job market can soak them in, so they have to divert.
Indeed, the job market currently is not soaking in a lot of graduates. Let's go for a quick break. We'll be back.
Welcome to the TIA's office. Come on in and let's embark on an exciting journey together. We're excited to develop the West African Sub-Regions Agriculture Sector with three key amazing services: the financial support, technical support, and offtake support. Join us as we showcase our diverse teams, share our values of network, and give you a sneak peek into the exciting projects we are working on.
Welcome back from the break. This is the Agro Riches podcast. If you just joined, we are the hub of agricultural excellence. Kindly share the link and tell a friend to tell a friend that the Agro Riches podcast is on. Please like, share, and subscribe if you are watching on YouTube and Facebook. We are currently talking about the education system here in Ghana, especially in the second cycle institutions, and if agriculture should be studied as a subject in these institutions. So yes, back to you, Enoch. I was asking, I think Peter just answered the question on if senior high schools propel or push students towards their career goals and projects. What do you think?
I think clearly it does. The issue here is the job opportunities out there when you are done with school. If I want to be a doctor, for instance, I go to school, I do science, I pass my grades, I get admission into the tertiary school, I do medicine, I complete. And what this is, even with medicine students, there's actually a lay down structure where if you are done with medicine and then you pass, straight up you get a job opportunity.
Yeah, the job market is.
So for me, I think the issue is with the job opportunities out there. The reasons why Mr. Peter says he saw a video from Tia's group where some people are saying they did science and they are graphic designers. He even saw other people doing who did different subjects but are doing other stuff. You understand? It's happening that way because clearly there are no job opportunities out there. So when they are done with school, they are like, okay, what else can I do? What else can I rely on? Maybe this opportunity is available. Let me branch there and let me learn on it and see if I can take advantage of it.
But the person who did agriculture, definitely agriculture is a wide, vast industry. To add up, I think it also depends on the individual. I did visual arts, right? Right after senior high school, I went to Tekwale University to do advertising, graphic design advertising. Now, I'm into marketing, right? Everything concerning the media space, that is where I am. So if you, the individual, you also don't have the passion that, okay, I've set up my mind, this is a career path and I want to follow. So you do agriculture, after that you become a graphic designer. Come on.
Okay, so about that, yeah, the job market is also one factor.
Yes.
But our school system, I believe, is another, because you may have done general arts in school. My cousin did general arts. Her electives were geography, elective math, and economics. And for university, she got architecture, which is a very great course, and it takes a lot of a head to do architecture. But as a general arts, no, that is where the school system thing comes into play.
Okay.
As a general arts student, geography, economics, elective math, yeah, they are pretty hard subjects, but as architecture the way, she had to defer to do business administration or international relations or something, because it was just not her thing. So our school system is also to be blamed. The Greek person may not have liked that Greek. I know a lot of people who were giving that course.
Okay.
So sometimes as a kid, I want to be a lawyer. So I study general arts. I pick up government as an elective. I pick up history. I pick up these things. And then I'm done. And then I'm going to Lagos and they give me sociology. It's steering me away from law. And right now, sociology in Ghana, there's no clear career path for sociology. So you'd have to branch to something else. Philosophy and classics.
If I might push this in from junior high school, right? You know, you're going to senior high school. Senior high school, I know, okay, they give you the school, depending on whatever the regions you choose, then you get your school, you buy your form, you go to that school. Sometimes they might tell you that, okay, visual art class is full, join this class. It is there. For after senior high school, entering into the tertiary system, okay, I went straight up to graphic designing. I went straight up to advertising. I've not come across many people that, okay, they bought forms to Legon and they didn't get a particular course that they want to study. Does that happen?
I think it happens, but I think it's an exception. Like the majority of times it doesn't happen.
That they don't get what they want.
It happens.
No, you guys.
What I'm saying is, the instance you just
80% of
talked
the
about
time,
is
you don't get the course you want unless you scored all 8 A's. Then even that, maybe I want to be a fashion designer. I did maybe science, but I want to be a fashion designer, and I get 8 A's. They can give you medicine or no, they can give you a science related course when maybe that is what ideally is just fashion designing you want to do. It happens like 80% of the time in Ghana. Most people are not given the courses you want. Someone might even want to do medicine. A story of Abnako, because she mentioned that she got like 7 A's and a B, and she really wanted to do medicine, but she didn't get medicine. She got something else, pharmacy or something, and we all know Abnako. So yes, it happens most of the time.
I agree with you that
most times you'd have to get straight A's, excellent grades to get exactly what you want. Some even get 4 A's, 4 B's. They are not given law. But now what they've brought up is the fee paying system. So maybe if you get 6 A's, 2 B's, I don't know why you need straight 8 A's to do medicine. But if you get 6 A's, 2 B's, they could give you medicine, but as a fee-paying student, meaning you are paying like ×2, like you're an international ×2 of your fees or something. That's serious. So that's where most of the steering thing comes from, because people's career paths are being changed. For me, for instance, I had to wait a year to further my education because I got all B's and then I got a D7 in core math. So I had to stay home a year to write again. Yes, just to go to the university. And in that instance, I can change my career path. Hey, or something else, just because I'm fed up of rewriting of deck and doing this and that. So yes, the school system also steers. Sometimes it works in favor of the people because maybe I wanted to do this, they gave me this, and then I fall in love with the course. But how about others who don't fall in love with that course?
Well, okay, so apart from maybe a reason being the institution not having the capacity to maybe take that number of students, we should also be mindful that it's an institution, and institutions are not, they have inefficiencies, and there's even corruption in there.
Exactly.
Where maybe someone with lower grades than yours can get your spot because he knows somebody in there. So we need to factor all these things.
Favor is not corruption.
Okay.
It's corrupt. It's both.
You call it favor. You call it favor, but
to the
Also,
person it's
papa
favor.
or
To you it's corruption.
It's who you know, and who knows you.
Yeah.
Who you know and who knows you.
Great. So about agriculture as a
Yeah.
subject, the youth in Ghana now are not really interested in the matters of agriculture, despite the fact that everybody eats, and as such we should be concerned as a youth on like how our food comes about and what we can do to make sure that we are getting food every day.
Yeah.
I don't think people even think about that. There's a lot of food insecurity issues in Ghana. We're not producing as much as we should, and we're not even able to export as much as we import and all that. But we are not concerned because when we go to the market, all we complain about is but we are not doing anything as young people to help with that. So do you think agriculture should be a subject studied in second cycle schools as a core subject? Yeah.
Well, as a core subject, I don't think so. I don't think it should be a core subject.
Why?
Because you know the core subjects: math, English, science.
Yeah.
Yes.
Social studies.
Yes.
Social, have we forgotten this?
See,
No, math, English, science.
see,
And
Social studies.
Is that of math, English, science?
it's four, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And these core subjects, if you look at it very well, you realize that it's more of like the basics for whatever electives you are doing. You understand?
You think so?
Yes.
All right.
I'm not done yet.
As visual
Yeah.
as I
I'm not
didn't
done
see
yet.
the need
Let
for
him-
social media.
Yes.
I see
Social
media.
studies.
Social studies.
Fine, you might have a point there, but what I'm trying to say is, for instance, integrated science, there is agriculture in there. You understand? And if you want to do agriculture, it's there as an elective. So right now, we're saying it should be moved from being an elective to a core subject, or it should be both.
We are saying it should be a core subject in second cycle schools. Do you think it should be so? Because everybody eats.
Yeah, everybody eats, but I don't think it should.
No, you see,
I don't think
okay,
it should.
I'm not 100% saying that it should, but looking at, for me, all right, let's study what integrated science brings. Okay, for me, I wasn't so much a fan of science. You know, back when we were writing Wasi Cry, there was a lady in front of me that Charlie was helping us small.
And
Yeah.
not to
Shout out
catch you,
to
but
you.
it's one thing with visual arts students, they don't like science.
Who says, please, not, okay, I'm not going to talk about visual arts, but let's watch something here.
Okay, for my school, visual arts, chemistry was an elective.
Eh.
You'd have died
Hey.
in my school.
What's some integrated science presented us with bisecting of a rabbit. It presented us with chicken, the parts, how to label chicken and their parts and everything.
Yeah.
What am I going to use it for?
You are not going to use it for anything
No.
because you are into the
No,
advertising space.
but wait. What am I going to use it for? So if you're making agriculture a core subject, and me, a visual arts person, I want to do marketing, I want to do media, I want to be a producer, I want to be a sculptor. What am I going to use labeling a chicken for?
All right. So with science, let me tell you how visual arts students, integrated science would be very, very beneficial to that
Yes.
student. You don't only label, you draw as well. And with science, they need artists who are able
Yes.
to draw the human body shape and all that, and the illustrations and
Yes.
how the parasites look and all that. They are made by artists, so artists are needed in the science industry. So you are
artists
not
are
interested.
needed
But
every part of the world.
Someone who really
That is-
loves drawing
no.
would love to do
No,
that
no,
because
listen.
when they see how a kidney looks like, they are able to watch it.
So
and that's how the science students are able to learn. They know how the womb looks like because an artist drew it.
let me present this. Leonardo da Vinci. he brought all these drawings, labeling of the human body, studying the human body, bisecting it. He was an artist. He brought it, and the scientist people labeled it. He's done. Well, who else is coming to draw it again? Nobody.
Do you know, maybe they brought a dead corpse for him to and draw that.
That is what they did.
So some
he
visual
was always
students,
bisecting them.
Exactly.
Every part of the body, the guy has done it.
Now you are betraying yourself.
I'm not betraying myself. No,
he was always bisecting.
But there were people there to help him out. But if you're telling me agriculture should be a core subject, the science nuclear, they are not passing. Then it's coming past agriculture.
But wait, let's understand why it should be a core subject.
Okay.
So
I would say it should be a core subject because everybody eats. Everybody eats. And by 2050, the world's population will reach 9 billion.
Okay.
Currently, Africa's population is at 1.4 billion. And in 2050, we will reach 2.5 billion. And we are not producing enough to feed ourselves. They need labor in that field. In Ghana, it's like how many young people are in the agricultural space in Ghana now? Why? Because of several issues that erupted in our second cycle institutions where you are made to read and all that.
Listen. Laboni Senior High, right? When you go to Laboni, okay, we have a course, agricultural science.
Yes.
All the guys there, I have a friend, Leslie Atongo, all of them, they're doing rabbits, they're doing goats, they have their farms, huge farms that they're doing. That is their passion. Yes, that is what they want to do. But that is not my passion. You don't force it also on somebody.
Everybody's passion? No.
But math is needed in every aspect of your life. When you give one CD to a trotro, when you give trotro mate 1 CD, you calculate. If you want me to like agriculture, teach me. Okay. Orange, I get vitamin C, I get vitamin D.
Exactly. When you do agriculture as a core subject, you are going to be taught these things.
Who says?
I'm coming.
With this science, they didn't teach us.
That is our personality, our mindset and our perception currently, because they didn't teach us, like, it wasn't inculcated in us growing up. Everybody eats. You eat every single day. As a human being, you should be concerned how your food is grown. You should be concerned where the food is coming from and all that. If we are being taught agriculture, and we will be eating healthy. No one will tell us to. No one will advocate for us to eat healthy because we know all that.
But
now back to the statistics I was trying to give you. So by 2050, Africa's population will reach 2.5 billion, and we are not producing enough. Climate change is posing an issue. June, July rains in Topium. No village, June, July rains in Topium. Because they know little to nothing about climate change. But with the young people, we know the adverse effects of climate change. And if we are to go into the agriculture sector, we'll be solving a lot of these problems and help the economy. You know, agriculture used to contribute 60% to our GDP. Currently, it's contributing 45%. And then borrowing, baby. Do you think if we were able to go our agricultural sector would borrow, we'll be able to eat what we grow, we'll import less. Every war happening now is affecting us. Niger coup d'etat war affected onions, Burkina Faso tomatoes, Russia, Ukraine. If we were growing things ourselves in this country, we wouldn't have that issue.
Okay, I think he has a point.
I'm coming, sorry. You know how math, you are saying we need math in our everyday life. English is not even our language, but we are learning it as a core subject.
It's the language
you eat every single day. You need food in your everyday life.
Yes.
So agriculture is important.
Nobody's not saying it's not important. It's important. But the thing is, your question about introducing it in senior high school, that's why I feel it's problematic a little bit, because if it is to get people into agriculture, I don't think that's the way to go. It might be maybe the second or the third stage, but I think the right thing to do, in my opinion, is to start at the basic level, to teach the kids about agriculture, to make them love it.
But
so that teach them how to sow and stuff.
A for apple, B for
to change, to make a curriculum in such a way that they'll be interested, because it's not even that. It's not even just about farming. There are accountants working for agricultural institutions, IT guys and everything. So it's vast, you understand. But what I'm trying to say is, if it is introduced at the basic level, the kids begin to love it. When they grow up, they wouldn't even have an issue doing agriculture. Let me give you a practical example. In school, there was one class for agricultural science, as Peter says. And to be honest, they were looked down upon. They weren't respected as science students, even
Pure
though
science.
the only difference was they were doing agric science instead of biology.
And,
but the rest was the same.
And I remember someone can even ask, are you doing pure
Science
science
or
you are doing
agric
you're saying
science.
you're pure science. Look at
So I don't, even if it's made a core subject, still students will skip class. They wouldn't go. It will still be the same issue.
It's going to be worrisome for us who are not interested
Yeah.
in that line. Like a visual art student is not interested in science. If it's math, fine, because we need math. You see, let me tell you the truth. The people in the second cycle education, right, they are not being properly educated. Now we are here. When you finish school, that's when you get to realize, I should have taken this course or this subject very seriously.
Because as he mentioned, in the basic school, we are not really prepared for our career.
No, it's not about we are not prepared. It's about the teachers there just finish senior high school and go to teacher training. They don't come into the job market or to get let's say mentorship for the students to tell, okay, yes, you did visual art, you did let me use myself as an example. You went into the art industry, you're still in the art industry. Come and educate visual art students what they need to do, what they need to take seriously, so that when they come out of school, they know that, okay, I did this, I took this seriously, now it's helping me. You get it? We are not being taught. If you force agriculture as a core subject, many people are going to fail, they are not going to pass, they are not going to get into the tertiary system.
It could actually be taught in the first year. You know, there are some courses that we're taking in the first year and then.
But I remember in school we had a counselor where we were supposed to go and see the counselor and talk to the person about.
You had a counselor?
Yeah.
Most schools have counselors.
And you're saying
but we never went to the counselor.
I didn't have issues. Maybe I didn't have issues. That's why I didn't know that it was a counselor.
We have a counselor.
Yeah, most schools have counselors.
My basic school, we had a counselor as well and a psychologist. And before you get to
what basic school you attend?
Kind of Paradise School.
Is it a international school?
It's an international school.
So that is what. Let's.
It's actually it's an orphanage as well. It's like Tima SOS. So the orphans were the boarders in the school paying people with these students. So when you get to Form 1, we have career development. So from GHS 1, it's a course we're giving certificates.